Hello and welcome to Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I have never played the Stanley Parable before, so this is part of my backlog, the series where I take a game and just take it out of my backlog and play it, and then I give it a score out of 5, and I accidentally hit start. Did not mean to do that.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, cool. Yes. I would not want to
Stanley
skip
worked
this.
for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Love that number.
Employee number 427's job was simple.
Looks
he sat
just
at
like
his
me.
desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427
Oh my god, milliseconds?
did every day,
It's nuts.
every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I don't want to step out of my office though. I wanna explore. Can I do anything in here? Alright, I guess you can't do anything. Alright. Out of the office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No, that's not the meeting room. Nope. Ooh, bright light. Don't like that. Is that the meeting room? Where's the meeting room? Meeting room. I hate Mondays. Me too, buddy. Meeting room. I'd ask where the meeting room is, but there's nobody here.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Don't tell me what to do.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Nope. I just, you know.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all. Just to spend a but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Warning, do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse, 1,000. Penalty for jumping off the lift, 5,000.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing. What?
Yes!
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Nope, you can't tell me what to do.
That I want something bad to happen to you?
Nope.
Why? I don't know how to convince you of this.
I'm in a video
really
game, buddy.
Do want to help you.
You can't narrate your way out of this.
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No,
Now listen carefully, this is important.
I don't want to.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Why? Why the red door? Why not the blue door? I like blue more than red.
Perhaps you misunderstood.
No.
Stanley walked
You
through
reset
the
me. I see what you
red
did there.
Door.
No. Blue.
I still don't think we're communicating. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue!
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
I want this door.
You see? There's nothing here.
Ooh, there's something down there.
Finished building this section of the map. Because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Okay.
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that?
No.
Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
That'd been nice.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Well, you won't let me talk.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Well, I don't want to. I don't want to. I want to go in this one. See?
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I'm gonna go ahead and, you know what? I'm gonna give it a 4.
Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to
Yes.
you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this.
But I've never played this
Let's
before.
take a look.
There's a leaderboard. What? That's crazy. Oh, are these all actual people? 21.3% of players skip the intro sequence. 30% of players, only the worst 3% chose the blue door. How long does it take you to get the correct door? Oh, that's funny. Alright, fine, I'll do the third door.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again,
No.
honest answers, please.
No.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Alright.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
I kinda do.
Let me boot it up.
Alright, I actually do
In this
regret.
game,
Oh my
the
god,
player
what?
crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Wait, I have to do this for 4 hours? I'm sorry I didn't go through the right door.
You heartless bastard.
Well,
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
a little bit of
Because
both.
if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
I like your song. I'm just
yes.
gonna wander in the
This
dark
seems
here.
like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. What?
Ah, fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stan?
What?
What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious
Am
to
I
me
in
that
Firewatch?
you play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it.
Who
What a
fire watches the
fascinating
fire
venture in
watch?
experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley.
Oh
and it
my
seems
gosh.
there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Oh my god, this is amazing. I've unlocked some, like, hidden secret Firewatch game. What? The people who made Stanley Parable didn't actually make Firewatch, right? This is just a parody, right? Oh my god, this is insane. But it beats an Office.
Oh no, it can't be.
What? Ooh, is that a sign?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. I really wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any...
Can't have that.
Thank heavens we avoided it.
Can't have that.
What's now, Stanley? Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find
Can I fit
another
through here?
game. Preferably something with
no.
walls. Something
I can
with
see right
nice,
through it.
Big,
No.
insurmountable walls.
No. Oh, I'm excited to see where I go next.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
This is exciting. Oh. Oh my god.
See, this is exactly
This
what I
Rocket
had in
League?
mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here.
Oh
Now, this
my god,
is
it
game
is.
design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
So what do? I mean, Rocket League isn't really fun without
Okay,
the
so
cars.
what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Okay. I'm on Team Blue, so I'm just gonna score a goal. Yes.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun?
Is
Is it better
kind
than
of.
my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
Actually, yeah.
Stanley, I have a thought, and I realize I'm not a sportsologist. But
No,
if
keep me
one
here.
ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then
Keep
surely
me here.
multiple balls make
Yes,
for an even
more balls.
euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
Yes.
Yes. Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls.
Yes. Give me all of them. Score all the goals. Give it. Do I have to clean all these up now?
Are you enjoying this, Stanley?
I am having fun.
Is this a real video game?
Yes.
Well, I sure hope
keep
you're
doing
having
it.
a good time, because guess what? It's over.
No.
That's right.
No!
Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I'm structure. I'm your
Can I run
sense of
into this
purpose.
goal?
And since you decided you didn't want to play my game,
Can I
now
die?
I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I... Hold on. What are you doing?
Hey, there we go. Ah, haha. Oh, my god.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
This is creepy. I can't see where I'm going. Oh, this is weird. It went from funny to scary very fast. Oh god. Oh god, what did I do? Ooh, follow the light. Follow the light. Follow the light. I'm 427, right? It's 425. Ah, 427. There we go. That's more like it. Huh. There appears to be nothing back here. At least nothing I can interact with. I don't think so, at least. Alright, let's go back. What happened?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Okay, good. There's another loading screen. Good. The end is never the end is never the end. Oh, okay. So I guess that was an ending. I got lost in the void forever.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yep. Okay, that was an ending. That's cool.
Stanley decided to go
This
to the
is
meeting.
fun.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All right, let's do it for real this time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips for not
Feeling
getting
a
fired.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Love it. That's broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Upstairs to the boss. Ooh. Ooh, look at this floor. Executive bathroom. But I want my boss's office. Oh, wow. It's like
Stepping into
Mr.
his
Burns'
manager's
office.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled,
Ooh.
Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
8, 4, 5?
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Ooh. Oh. Oh, this is weird. Oh, this is very weird. Do I just jump down? Do I just jump down? I guess so. Geronimo! Oh. Oh, there's actually an elevator here. I'm an idiot. Oh, now it says loading. Okay.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay. But that says escape. I'm gonna listen to him this time. Next time I'll escape. There we go. What does that say? What does that say? Oh, it's just like a bunch of numbers. Weird.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television
Whoa.
screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
More like
Did he
how
have
much
the strength
power
to
does this
find
take?
out?
God, that's a lot of TVs. Why do you have so many?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore
Where's
the number
427?
of
Where
an
am I?
employee in the
I
building.
missed it.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom...
427. Where's 427? There I am. 427. Okay, just gonna keep walking around. Ooh, what's that?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Is the narrator in on it?
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
I mean, I can
His
accept
own
it.
life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, so I gotta turn it off, so that's what the narrator is telling me. Well,
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
sweet.
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Yes.
Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Or am I
What
free?
other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Yeah, I don't
For
really
it
care.
was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Yes, I did. Oh, this is so pretty.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Aw. Such a happy ending. What happens if I hit escape? What happens if I turn it on instead of off? Oh, there's so many puzzles. The end is never the end, is loading. Okay. Let's do this again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Going through. We're gonna go
When
through the left
Stanley
door.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We're like speed running this right now. Whew, cutting corners. Whew.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase,
Yep,
Stanley
going
walked
upstairs.
upstairs
Going
to
upstairs.
his boss's office.
We're gonna go upstairs. We're gonna go in the office. Let's see what happens when we escape this time.
Stepping into his
What was
manager's
the
office,
code again?
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud.
2486, is that what it was?
He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret
pin number.
2845.
2,
Course,
8,
Stanley couldn't possibly
4,
have
and
known this.
5.
Yet incredibly, by
Wonderful.
simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
Aha!
He stepped
Okay.
into the newly opened passageway.
Go down the lift. Great. Just need, you need elevator
Stanley walked
music.
straight ahead
All
through
right,
the large
so
door of the
let's
red mind control facility.
not do that. Let's hit escape. All right, let's go.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Well, do I have to go that way? Oh, I don't. But you know, narrator, I don't know if I necessarily trust you. I don't know if I actually escaped for real at the end of that one playthrough, because I ended
The door
up
behind
back.
him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around.
I still ended
and
up
get
back in the building.
on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward.
Yeah.
And willingly confront his death.
I'm confronting death head on. Ooh, red. Ooh, still falling. Ow. Ooh, okay.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to
Oh
his
my
demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss.
Can I escape?
The eyeballs
Can I
of a
escape?
blind man.
Nope.
And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell,
Nope.
Stanley.
Okay, well, can't escape.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
What?
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing
going on
him
here?
instantly.
Why did the narrator change? Oh, why the narrator change? Oh. Oh,
And
what's
yet
going
it would
on?
be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
I knew it. I knew the narrator was evil.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Huh. Weird. Oh, this is so weird. Filing cabinets, office computers, so these are like... Wait, did I turn that off? Or I am turning them off. Is this another puzzle? Button sounds. Yeah, office. Oh, this is so weird, so freaky. The credits. Interesting. So where do I go? Do I just wander around here? Is this a museum? Does it matter where I go? We designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it, it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Yeah, I think it's funny. I would have liked that ending. That would have been cool. So what do I do? Can I do anything that I want now? What's this? Oh, there's an exit. Countdown desk. So that's from something else, I guess.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
I don't know if I trust this narrator either.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Oops. I guess I should have actually quit. I don't know who to trust. Ah, God, I don't know who to trust. Oh, it's such a mind freak. Oh, it's so weird. Oh, it's so good, though. I'm having a blast. This is great.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh, man.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had...
Yeah, so this is Backlog, so I guess I should just rate it. I mean, this is a 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 easily. I could play this for hours. I'm not going to right now because I have other things that I have to do, but my God, I see what the hype is all about. This is so good, and it's funny. It's funny, it's unsettling. I don't know who to trust on this, but it's like such a simple concept, but it takes you in so many different directions. I guess it's simple concept meaning that you just walk around, but it's so amazing how it just unfolds and you don't really know what's happening next. 5 out of 5. This is great. Well, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good night. God, such a good game.